Hello everybody, today is a new video and this one is all about skin fade. So I'm going to be showing you my step-by-step tutorial on how to get the perfect skin fade. So let me talk you through a step-by-step of how I got the perfect skin fade. So initially when I first started the skin fade, I had a consultation with my client, and I think this is one of the most important things when skin fading is you've got to do a deep and thorough consultation on how your client wants the skin fade to look, because there are so many versions of a skin fade where the weight line is higher or the weight line is lower, or there's a more defined blend in certain areas, or if the client wants a lower fade or a higher fade. So firstly, I went in with my Wahl 100-year anniversary clippers. Probably one of the most important clippers in this look. It allowed me to initially put my weight line in and my guide for where the haircut was going. So I firstly picked up my grade 2, went in and put my weight line in with the 2. I think a 2 is probably a safe bet for any weight line where the hair is shorter, because you can blend it a lot easier and then it follows down into the fade really nicely. It sets the tone for the haircut. I then went back in with my 1.5, about half an inch underneath where I'd put my 2, fading as I go, doing exactly the same, going around the head. And basically what I did from there was work my way through, so I went back in with a 1 after the 1.5, did the exact same, and then I went to the Wahl little trimmers, so they just helped me get an extra finish on it so it looks more expensive. Once I'd gone from my 100-year anniversary to my 0, that was the next clipper I picked up. And then after the little trimmers, I then went in with the Bolding clippers from Wahl. These are a cordy clipper, but they just allow me, without any lever on them, they have a smaller guard than the 100-year anniversary between the skin and the blade. So again, just allowing that little bit closer of a shave, just to look more professional. And then to finish the look off, I then went in with the super close shavers. I love these. I've only used these for about 6 months, but in any terms of skin fading or anything like that, it just allows you to get really against the head, to make it look bold, to get that fade on point and keep your client looking fresh. So obviously with the skin fade, the most important bit that makes it look like a skin fade is the sides. However, you can't forget about the top of the head. So when I cut my model's head, I took it at a 90-degree angle from that around the halo of the head, and I pulled out and I matched up with where my grade 2 sat with the top of his head where that sat. So I just blended that in, point cutted it in, and then followed that throughout the whole of the head, making sure that all my top was all measured and blended. So what I do with the top is a vital key is I always over direct. So usually 90% of the time people want a little bit longer at the front than they do at the back. With any haircut you've got to make sure that you can't have a shorter piece at the back. So what over directing basically is cutting on an angle, on a diagonal angle, which allows the fringe to sit a little bit longer than it does at the back, but still looking blended at the same time. So here are my top 3 tips that I live by when doing a skin fade. Number 1 is good quality tools. So I personally use Wahl, but I have used Andis. There are loads on the market out there that you can go and look at. But the best thing to do with them is know them inside out so you can get the best results for your client, because not knowing your tools is going to be the worst mistake before you come to cut someone's hair. Number 2, a good consultation is vital. You have to know what your client wants, and you have to have the same understanding of what your client wants. If you do the opposite of what they want, they're not going to come back to you. You're going to have a bad review, and that's not what we want. And my 3rd tip is technique. For anyone out there that's want to be as best as they can be, practice, practice, practice. This is the foundation tip that is going to get you the best possible result. So that is it from me today, guys. I hope this video has helped you with some knowledge on how to do a skin fade, and I will link all the products that I've used and any tools I've used down in the description box below. I will also link my Instagram where you can follow me in between videos and see what I get up to.